TNF sticking with the West Coast flavor back-to-back weeks. San Francisco 49ers heading down I-5 this week. Will there be another SoFi invasion? LA Rams made it clear whose house it was last week as they were the first team to take down the Colts.
Jones heaves it for Pittman on the sideline. Intercepted! And that might salt it away for the Rams.
Both teams 3-1 on the year now, but LA has momentum on its side. Matthew Stafford coming in hot, 375 yards versus Indianapolis, 3 TDs, no INTs, a 123 rate, 100-plus rate in 3 of 4 games thus far, 245 yards in 3 of 4.
Stafford with pressure coming late. Down the sideline, and Stafford drops it in.
49ers secondary dealing with a big play artist. They could use a few more third down conversions in an ideal game. San Fran's defense, though, stacked against an offense that's been good for 26-plus points in their last 3 straight, hit the Colts with 27 in their Week 4 win.
Stafford looking, throws, Nakua with the catch and the touchdown!
That offense, though, lining up across a defense that hasn't given up 22 points in a game yet, 6 points last week given up on a punt return. They held Jacksonville to 4 for 14 on third down, too.
On 3rd and long, Lawrence shy of the sticks, loose ball.
And Stafford gets a secondary that held Trevor Lawrence to 174 yards, a meager 5.6 yards per attempt, holding quarterbacks to 165 yards passing per game across 4 contests.
Strong through the catch point, eyes on the quarterback, knowing exactly how to dislodge that football.
49ers cornerbacks will take one of the harder tests they'll take all year, and they've given up a 97 rate to wideouts. That's south of average, and that's who Stafford relies on, connected with Tutu Atwell last week for an 88-yard TD.
He's got Atwell all alone!
It's like Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz.
Oh, Atwell's going home.
Devontae Adams looking to make it 4 straight with a touchdown after scoring along with 56 yards versus Indy.
Into the end zone, Devontae Adams with the touchdown!
And the Niners have to try and slow the top receiver of the year so far. Puka Nacua leads the league in yards per game at 125 per after dropping 170 and a score on the Colts on a fat 15 targets.
How do you defend that? That is so impressive between Matthew Stafford and Puka Nacua.
49ers front going to be able to hurry him up. Stafford was sacked times by the Colts, but on 41 pass attempts, it clearly didn't slow him down. Week 4 was Week 1, sans Nick Bosa for San Francisco. Not a single sack. They didn't even hit Lawrence once all game.
The defense put in tough spots. Which group, which unit is going to stabilize themselves?
And that same front has work to do this week, shoring up its run-stopping abilities. Gave up a 48-yarder to Travis Etienne, a touchdown and 124 yards.
Etienne with a nice move, and he breaks free for the touchdown!
Next up, Blake Corum, quiet Week 4 after a couple of nice showings, and Kyron Williams, who contributed 77 yards last week on a nice 5.9 a carry, 66-plus yards every game, 4.7 or better in his last 2.
Watch the way he finishes this run. It's just, he's throwing people out of the way.
A running back, of course, is at the center of San Francisco's offense. CMC also at the center of their passing attack so far, which was back in the hands of BCB. But Niners fans queuing up Mark Morrison. I'm not lying to you. It's the return of the Mac. It is. He's back up in the game as Purdy can't go because of his toe. Jones threw for 275-plus yards in his 2 starts, so Rams DBs have to watch his flow.
To the left, caught, Farrell, rumbling towards the goal line.
Offense gave it away 4 times, just 21 points. They haven't scored more than 21 in 3 of 4.
Loose ball on the deck, and Jacksonville has its 4th takeaway of the day.
Rams defense they get held the juggernaut Colts offense to 20 points, 4 for 12 on third down. Only one team has scored more than 21 on them thus far.
Jones with pressure coming to the sideline, drops it in, but it's off his fingertips.
Purdy getting a Rams secondary coming in with confidence, picked off Daniel Jones twice. He was a 100-plus rate guy 3 straight games. LA held him to 80.
Going up top, looking downfield for Adonai Mitchell, and it's intercepted. Cam Curl with the pick.
They did give up 260-plus yards to Jones, 41 yards and a TD to Michael Pittman, 70 yards to tight end Tyler Warren, 96 yards on the back of a 75-yarder to Adonai Mitchell, only 20 yards to Jonathan Taylor, though. Christian McCaffrey leads San Francisco in targets and did so versus Jacksonville with 11, scored and piled up 96 receiving yards.
And that leaves McCaffrey out on the perimeter. Trying to run him out, he eventually did, well past the 40.
Tight end Jake Tonjes scored again, season-high 58 yards.
Or Tonjes with a convoy, and Jake Tonjes is in the end zone.
Ricky Pearsall played through injury to give him 46.
You could see the confidence for Pearsall understanding this system.
They got Juwan Jennings back, but just 24 yards in his return. Kyle Juszczyk, 32 yards. DeMarcus Robinson, Luke Farrell, Kendrick Bourne, none with more than 20 yards. Purdy only sacked once on 38 pass attempts. Pressure rate faced wasn't high. Rams bagged Jones twice. Jared Verse, Byron Young, team with 14 QB takedowns. Top shelf stuff after 4 games.
4-man pressure, but it gets to Jones. The ball pops out, stripped out by Verse.
Those dudes up front versus the run held the Colts to 85 rush yards on 4 per attempt.
Bouncing off his own blocker, but Williams and Curl combined to throw Taylor for a loss.
Now, they did give up 4.5 yards per carry to Taylor, 76 yards, have allowed running backs to go for 4.5 in their 4 games. McCaffrey still trying to find room as a runner, only 49 rush yards versus the Jags, held to 2.9 a carry, so he's now been sub 3.2 in 3 of 4.
They are really trying to get the run game going with McCaffrey right out of the gate.
The last time these two met, 12-6. Let's have a little bit more than that this time, fellas, right? Like something more like that one 1983 game.
Then went on to post a come-from-behind victory in Anaheim, where the tide was turned by number 76, Dwayne Board, who stripped the ball in the Rams' end zone for a touchdown. A revitalized rushing attack that had been the NFL's worst in 1982 was also instrumental. Spacious running lanes were blasted open by a demolition crew of an offensive line known primarily for its solid pass protection. After 8 games, the 49ers stood alone and confident atop the NFC West.